So guys, I'm gonna talk about Mia Khalifa, right? The former adult film star, and how she's reclaiming her power with OnlyFans. But before I continue, please like and subscribe. So, for most people, at least in the West, we should know who Mia is. She rose to fame in a 3-month period, starring in 12 films that today have garnered more than 1 billion views on Pornhub. Her accent in the industry was quick and featured a controversial video in which she wore a hijab during the scene. She got death threats from the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, and following that she exited the industry. So Khalifa has made mistakes. Yes, she came when she was young from Lebanon, and she tried to fit in with the neighborhoods, but at the end of the day, you made the decisions, and every decision has a consequence. She says that she now refers to that period of her life as a lapsing judgment that was never meant to last. I was naive, vulnerable, and malleable, very easily talked into things, especially if it was by a man. Now, here is where I have the issue with women like this modern westernized woman. Whenever they do something that is wrong, they start to blame the guy as the central trauma, the central force as to why they made these mistakes. It's sort of like K. Michelle. She's going to say men are the trauma when I asked a question in an interview in 2019. She's going to say men aren't good people. And I wouldn't be surprised if Mia Khalifa has that same mindset towards men. It's as if men are the she's almost like a man-hater without actually admitting it. Let's be frank here. Let's not talk around the bush here. I don't think she has very good relationships with men overall. Now, says, Khalifa is speaking about the experience in the adult industry and the path that led her there. The influencer and content creator is vocal about the exploitation she experienced and hopes her story can shield other women from going through the same. End quote, she says, what can I take away from this protecting other women and being a cautionary tale? Yeah, a cautionary tale. Now you can say it's a cautionary tale. Now you have made yourself a lot of social media credit, which in turn have made you money. Okay. Yeah, it says here she just made $1,000 per scene, $12,000 total. She started, of course she didn't make a lot of money because of the contract, and she's still bitter about it. She says, I don't think anyone who doesn't have a legal background fully understands what these contracts say. There's so much jargon and there's so many loopholes and just a roundabout ways of expressing things. That's predatory, to say the least. It's funny. You're in the adult industry. Women are the stars of it. You are exploiting men's sexual desire for a woman. How is that not predatory? Very interesting. You see how the switch? You see how the mental gymnastics Khalifa is playing here, just like other women. It's ridiculous. She says one way that Khalifa has reclaimed her power is by controlling her own image and brand and social media. She currently has more than 53 million followers combined on Instagram and TikTok, and says that connecting with other women who have been exploited online has made her feel empowered. Wow. So I'm going back, like I said before, guys. Typically, these women, they have gained the spotlight through this type of avenue they choose. In this sense, the adult film industry, they don't like it, so they got out. And so society now, like modern women like Khalifa, expects people to say brush it aside. Sure, we do to a certain extent, but guess what? We still remember, and your past just come back and harm you. She does post stuff about war, bring to light fighting in the Middle East, stuff like that, but it still doesn't say that your history in terms of your sexual value market, that is not the same. you were married to Ryan Sandberg, then you divorced in 2 years. It just couldn't work out. Would you be surprised by that? No one should, because whenever a female, both genders, when both genders have too many partners, they can peer bond, but it's a little harder for women, and for men overall. When a man knows that a woman has been she was a call girl, she was in the adult film industry, it's a psychological thing. It's more like, this woman has slept around, she has lost her value, she's dirty. It's like a used car with 100,000 miles on it. You're not going to pay the same value of $40,000 for it as if it was just brand new. No. You have lost your value. It's the same thing. And I guarantee you, at this present moment, she probably can still get a guy, but it's not going to be easy. See, Khalifa launched an account on OnlyFans, the social media service through which content creators receive money from their subscribers or fans. While it features users from all walks of life, OnlyFans has become known as a safe space for sex workers to post nude and risky photos and videos. So here she's in a roundabout way, very, mental gymnastics, saying, hey, I know OnlyFans has its reputation, but I'm using it for good. Not really. Sure, she's not posting risky photos and videos per se, but she's benefiting from this to live her life, this social media, this life of those having fun, being the star. I mean, just some other video, she had some armpit Botox. I mean, seriously, is that the life? I thought this was all good. Nah, I don't know who's she's fooling, but it's typical of women that has left the industry. They think that it's all good and willy-nilly. I'm a good woman. No, men just see you for what you are, something as hidden and quitted. Sadly, I am not saying there are not exceptions to the story. There are some women who have successfully have a good life, but they have come to accept it. Eventually they have to. I mean, apparently she hasn't, but because she's still she's still get jaded about it. But guess what, it is what it is. You can't be using OnlyFans, guys. Instead, if Khalifa doesn't realize this, it still has a reputation for that type of adult film risky stuff. So it's unusual that you're on OnlyFans. Why couldn't you use another service to build your own app or some other platform to do good for women? Why go through that? That OnlyFans, you're recruiting other females to OnlyFans to be exposed to what it is and being exploited. If you're using OnlyFans to reach women, that's counterintuitive. It's ridiculous. I don't get it, seriously. But I'm just crazy. She says feeling shame about her past is something that Khalifa carries every day. She can't go back. She can't change her path. But she's engaged in personal work to learn and grow. She's inspired by content creators like Beirut by Dyke, Tania Safi, Madia Azuri, Miriam Bolus, and Azim Just Andrea. People live in Beirut who are fighting to empower women in the Middle East. Their activism inspires Khalifa to keep moving forward. Good for her, but you're still getting your pictures of your butt and cute photos on OnlyFans around here. So I don't know. It seems very ironic. But that's my 2 cents. Unfortunately, I hope guys realize that when a female that has been in this type of, the adult type of work or whatever, be careful. They're more prone to cheat. They're more prone to not have a lasting relationship on average. But that's my 2 cents. Until then, peace. Please like and subscribe.